What is going on, guys? Welcome to the
What's happening?
We got
Hello.
Jeff here. We got Jay with Hamilton's Hanger in the house, man. Jeff, what do you think about that, dude?
We had a good time last time. We'll see if we can follow suit and do same as the last time.
Hey, we had a ball, man. We had a ball, dude. Dang, right off the bat. We got 11 people in there, 15 now.
Nice. What's going on?
Oh, wow. There we go. Nice, man. What's up, Noons? What's up, Michael? High Anxiety RC.
Nice,
Ghost
bunch of new
Rodney
faces in
Jones, what is up? He said, let's talk some planes, dude. Jay, man, what's life been like, man? What you been up to?
What's going on, guys? Not much here. Just getting back from I did a Maiden tonight on my 90mm f/22.
Dude,
it's back there in this. It's over there in the corner, but yeah, man, 8S powerhouse. I think it's awesome.
Hey, let's talk about it, man. So what's the difference between 6S and 8S to you, man?
Well, I've only ever had one flight. I've only ever had one flight on the 8S, and I didn't really open it up completely as I could have, or as I will the next times, but I can definitely tell like the ease of power. It's more power, with less throttle, so it's easier to do maneuvers, things like that,
Definitely going to be able to get nasty with that thing too, man, for sure. But yeah, there's a big difference between that 8S and 6S for sure. I know when I switched my F-15, it was like completely different.
I'm sorry, I'm listening still. I hear you. I'm sorry.
Hey, dude, daddy duties come first. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I said, we were getting back. I decided to do the Maiden a little bit, late in the evening, and so they were getting off to bed a little bit. It's just like go mode when we got back. So
that's what I did. I just gave mine a hug and a kiss, and I was like, "Daddy's got to go do the live show." And they're like, "Bye, Daddy."
That's what Rodney told me he was going to have to do. He said the kids are going to have to go to bed. I see Ashton's in here. Rodney was in here.
Oh yeah, that's right. I see him
Doug's
in there.
Here.
We got Doug. We got Ashton Jones. I just got
up
here. Hey, by the way, I just got here. I saw what happened to your A10, dude. What was the deal with that? Was it just too windy and it took that airplane and slammed it into the ground, but it didn't look good. It looked like you could glue it back, but man, it looked pretty rough. I saw the pictures. It looks like he crashed his little UMX A10.
Oh, okay, the new one.
Yeah, dude. I was flying mine up in 15, 20 mile an hour winds, but I had that sucker way up there.
They're small though,
Mm-hmm.
They all got quirks, right? So
definitely.
Especially if you fly it without safe mode.
Hey, Carl Roach, what's up,
buddy?
It's
hard to handle.
With the rates need to be cut down pretty low then, or? Oh wait, I don't know if we should even talk about rates. I know Jeff doesn't do rates. Right, so.
Hey, I get in trouble for not flying with rates.
Hey, Jeff is the only dude that I know that will hand me a radio with no rates on a heavily aerobatic airplane. Dude, and he's like, "Here you go," and I'm like, "You didn't set the rates?" Oh man.
Have you flown that extra?
Ones that I have not, man. We're going to pull a receiver out of a plane to throw in it. I'm also one that I don't worry about setting the center of gravity and all that mess too. I just throw it up and fly it.
And hope for the best, right?
Have you ever had a back tail heavy experience then?
Yep.
Yeah, I think with that, what was it, the extra? Was the battery too far back?
The F-18?
Yeah, the F-18, we had it where the battery was too far forward and we couldn't get it off the ground.
Yeah.
We got it dialed in now, though. It's nice. It's a good flying plane.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, but it once you get it all squared away, dude, it flies good for sure. But so back to your Freewing F-22 on 8S, man. So you said you noticed right off the bat, like its cruising speed is so much easier, I guess.
Yeah, like I said, like I don't know, the 3 minutes goes by so quick, you know what I mean, especially on a Maiden. And I think I did full throttle like once or twice, and you can just really tell the difference, it's easier flying. And then I don't know if it's that bird too, is just so easy to fly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just like 100% locked in, dude. I cut the gyro on like halfway, but didn't need it. It made it like more smooth in the turns.
Yeah.
You know, but.
Yeah, man. I was gonna ask you if you threw a gyro in that thing, and I mean, I'm a fan of the gyros. I really need to start doing it more, to be honest with you, because it makes a good plane even better, flying wise. So.
Yeah, like the first couple turns I did, I think the first 3 turns I didn't have it on, and then it was just a little bit, and I just cut it on, and then the next time around it was just 100% locked in,
Yeah, man. I was wondering. I was like, man, I wonder if you got out there, but that's good, man. So I'm glad it went well. I can't wait to see some footage of that, and then you really stretch that sucker out, man, to see what you can do. They claim it does like 120 or more.
Dang, yeah. I'll definitely now that I got it all locked in, I got the maiden flight nerves out of the way. Next time around, we'll definitely have to see how fast we can get her going for sure.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely. Cool. High Anxiety RC said the 6S Raptor feels fast until you have an 8S flying with it. Night and day difference. I could believe that. I could believe it. Yeah, I definitely.
Sure it's like any plane.
Say what?
Yeah, we'll take like the E-Flight stuff, and that's only supposed to be 3S only, and we'll throw 4S in it, man. It makes it a whole different ballgame.
It does. I mean, like, what's the worst that could happen, right? You burn out an ESC, crash your airplane, right?
That makes sense too. There was a guy. I was at the club last weekend. There was a guy flying a Timber. He's a newer pilot, but he was only flying it on 3S 2200, and I had a 4S 2200, so I gave him that, and he was like, "I'm gonna go buy some," because he noticed the difference in power, right off the bat, So.
From 3S to 4S makes you not want to fly the thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you don't even want to look at a 3S after you throw a 4S in there. It's crazy.
I think I sold all my 3S batteries to Rodney. I don't need them. I take that back. I got 2 for the kit for the little what's that plane? The Cub.
Yeah.
Tiny little thing.
Yeah. No, the bigger one. Oh, it's a 1.3 meter.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Carl Roach also said
hide that Stinger 90 back there.
Yeah, hey, dude, we're gonna talk about that bad boy back there, man. I can't wait to get that sucker up, dude. Hey, my buddy Carl Roach, he said I have the 8S Raptor. She's a burner for sure. So everybody's saying that 8S, dude. I told you, man, that 8S is a game changer.
Man, I didn't need to do any clicks of trim on the elevators. I only needed to do a couple clicks of aileron trim. I couldn't believe it. It makes a big difference though when the CG's right too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not saying that it's bad that you don't do a CG problem, Jeff, but you just notice the difference though, right? I mean, like if you have a super nose heavy, that plane, right?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Versus one that's good on the CG, right? So that's all.
I think you can get away with it with like prop planes a little bit better, but for the EDFs, dude, you got to be Johnny on the spot. Like with the weight, I think it makes a massive difference.
I wonder if anybody flies some full aileron throws with that, with the Raptor, because that thing's. Dude, I mean, and 50%, I had a really good roll rate going on.
Dude, it's a corkscrew, man. It's a corkscrew. David Snyder said, "8S Raptor is a great bird, man." Said it was a great bird.
Yeah, she's definitely earned a spot in the hangar already, right off the bat, And then coming in,
I'll have Doug pick up for me. It's okay, don't worry.
Yeah, hey, now that we got to connect to you, dude. Well, we don't know if Doug's going to be making it out that way. Now he's switching routes and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got to go where the money's at, right? So.
Got to go where the money's at. But yeah, man. So dang, we got Hamilton's hangar in the house. We got Jeff in the house. Guys, thanks for popping in here. By the way, I guess we can do a quick roll call real quick. The hangar, what's up? We got some good news coming from the hangar that I'm gonna talk to you guys about. So that's good stuff. We got Ashton Jones in there, Rodney Jones, Ghost. Let's see. We've got Michael. Michael, I want to learn how do you say his last name? I feel like I'm chopping it up every time I say it.
Reitza.
Okay. Michael Reitza. Noons, Airborne RC. We got Doug Shoemaker in there. That's the buddy that stopped by your house. We've got Facebook user.
Okay,
if you're on Facebook, drop your name in there so we know who you are because we don't see it. Jason Warden, Carl Roach, as I said before, Ghost RC, George P. I just got here's in here. David Snyder, Anxiety. Man, we got so many names in here, dude.
There's BD. About time he showed up.
RC Aviation is in the house, Mr. Jackson RC. BD
Tennessee. They're asleep.
Hey, look, have you guys been checking out BD Tennessee's like tutorials?
Yeah, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, look, it has helped me so much with this radio. And y'all know how I feel about Spectrum anyway. But dude,
he loves it. Don't let him fool you. He's going away from the Futaba and he's gonna start flying Spectrum. You watch.
Look, that's like saying I'm getting away from flying airplanes. Not gonna happen. There will always be a Futaba in my life. Always. Somewhere. But
LJ just got his hands on some Futaba equipment. Told me he'll probably like it a lot more than his Spectrum stuff.
It's the Spectrum is a little easier to use, and I'm actually trusting it again. I feel like they work the kinks out. So
yeah, definitely, I'd say it's easier to use for sure. Definitely going to this Jetty system and setting stuff up all the time, and having only set up a few different planes in it and whatnot. It's just a way different. It's just a way different kind of software to deal with. Versus the easiness of Spectrum, and the easiness is good. You know what I mean? If that's I just like I like the complexity of things a lot too. So.
And look, like the thing is I can get a 6-channel receiver for that thing for like $40. So it's somewhat affordable. It's on the low end, but all my good stuff gets Futaba in it, and all my my other stuff gets a Spectrum. Nothing against Spectrum, but it's just it's just how I feel about it. So
No, yeah. High Anxiety. It's his name. BD Tennessee. That's his page.
What's up, Ray Weimer? What's up?
I just got here. Says I have at least 6 Futabas. I can't tell you if any of them work. So old. This dude's probably still on 72 megahertz. There, got the crystals and stuff.
Grandpa Gary, what's up?
We still got one of them guys that fly over there at us.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, the 72 megahertz gets more range than 2.4. But and now that everybody's not on 72 megahertz, I mean, it's still good,
I got 900 megahertz too.
Do you really?
Yeah. And I'll grab that receiver real quick to show you.
Yeah, let's take a look at it, man. Dude, people these days don't even know what 900 megahertz looks like. You can't forget about the AM FM stuff there. I just got here like it. Hey, had to start somewhere. But
all right, man. Yeah, here it is. Nice long antennas there, but I mean these aren't the usual antennas. These are like a hard, plastic,
That's like long range, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know no, it's not for long range. This is a backup frequency, This is for dual redundancy. So that's why I'm be putting in this, just in case anything, if I ever lose signal on my 2.4, it'll just jump over to this 900. You know what I mean?
You're not gonna throw a Spectrum in there, are you?
No. This is all Jetty. You know what I mean? So
nice. You hear that, Jeff?
Oh, don't even start with me. You don't even try to rub it in because you're flying Spectrum. So,
hey, look.
Look, the days of joking like, oh, well, you're going to have a brother. You know what? And so are you from now on. So I don't hear it.
Hey, look, at least I'll have something to blame when I have a flyway or something crash, right?
Didn't we go over this last week saying it's 99% pilot error, but we just don't admit it?
It's true. That's true.
We want to say we won't say we dumb thumbed it. Oh, it browned out.
Yeah, I can't ever say that. You hear a bunch of people. I've only heard maybe a handful of times people at the airfield like, "Oh, I just dumb thumbed it." You've said it one time. You said a couple of times actually, and a couple of other people. But yeah, you at least own up to it when you crash. You're like, I got nothing. I dumb thumbed it, and then we found out that your elevator gave out.
Yeah, well, I thought I dumb thumbed that 300, but I knew I didn't have anything whenever.
Yeah,
it's probably because that board probably burned out or whatever. That I had the same problem with before flight.
Oh, yeah.
So if you notice, the one that I sent you doesn't, the ailerons, their elevator, they're on separate. You're gonna need they're on separate channels. They're not on a Y harness because they're that board or whatever that they put in their standard or whatever, that burnt out before I didn't even do anything. Like I had let it sit, powered it up, binded it to the receiver and all that good stuff. I took it out to the field for a Maiden one day and I wasn't getting nothing on the elevator. I'm like, what the hey? I was just at the house like an hour ago when this was working just fine. And then come to find out when I, took it apart, took out that servo, I put the servo on a tester, the servo was just fine, so I'm like, okay, something else isn't right. Come to find out, there was a little board in between those two servos, since they're facing opposite directions, going backwards of each other. It
like a reverser.
Yeah, it essentially made them even. You know what I mean? So when you put them together, but when I took that off, the servo was just fine. When I put it back on, it was like going all wonky and stuff. And so I just let it sit, and then I reached out to FMS, and they said send a pic. I sent them a pic, and I got nothing in response. And here we are, still nothing or whatever. But I put it on the separate channels or whatever. But they're high voltage. Those are high voltage servos. You know what I mean? So you kind of necessarily want them on their own channels, anyways. But that must have been not.
And you do a little mixing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how mine was set up.
Yeah.
But I was new to the mixing, master and slaving.
Same here.
The deal, the servos, and I had it to where I could set my rates on, my elevator channel, but I couldn't set rates on my auxiliary channel. So, you go to, set your rates and you got 20%, and one goes like this and the other one goes like this. It's like, man, that's not going to work.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you're right, dude. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I would rather you guys make those mistakes and stuff instead of me, because I'm like, I can't do it. But look, so
mistakes by FMS, honestly.
Yeah.
I didn't have a board in mind that I know of.
That's weird. And I'm pretty sure that it's down inside. Actually, no, it's in the front, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have one. So maybe the one that I got from you might be an older model, like one of the first ones.
That's that'd be my luck or whatever. Just like when I had that Corsair that I bought, it blew up into pieces. Yeah, that was ended up being an older model, Ended up being an older model that I got from a guy, but.
Hey, but it's not your problem anymore. It's mine.
Hey, you said it, not me.
and look, I was out here putting it together. And it was like drizzling, like sprinkling. And I was like, man, I got to get this plane put together. And I looked for a receiver. But I'm just going to pull the one that I've got in storage, my extra that I put into the trees. I'm going to pull the receiver at it and swap it over.
Hey, at least you got, that whole thing wasn't ate up, though, so you got some spare parts, right?
Yeah, I need new wings. But, I'll be honest with you, Bobby, as much stuff as, you seen the EC 1500, it was demolished, and I put it back together. I think I could rebuild those wings.
Oh, absolutely. You could. You really could if you wanted to, but it's like, do you rebuild it or do you just go and, buy the new ones? You know what I mean?
$185 is a lot of money for just two foam wings.
Not when you're spending $600 on an airplane.
Yeah, but so now you're going to have $800 invested into it.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody said the hobby was cheap, dude.
You
gotta pay.
Bobby,
it's definitely not cheap.
Look at Rodney. Rodney just posted.
You're not going to get any sympathy from me.
Rodney just posted, said, don't talk about a Corsair, because he bought that Corsair for me. He bought the E-Flight Corsair for me.
Oh, he did.
We have it. I crashed it. He crashed it. The plane snapped in half, went into the woods, and we picked it out. We rebuilt it, and I think he's got it now where he feels comfortable with it.
Dude, they flew that thing. Look, they crashed it and it broke in half or whatever. They glued it out at the airfield and let it finish drying, and sit there and flew it 20 minutes later. And I'm like, I pulled out my camera. I was like, oh, I'm recording this. Dude, I was like, I'm recording this. I want to see this thing.
That's funny.
Foam safety, man, works good.
That's funny.
But yeah, dude. So look, I actually had a chance to talk to a real nice dude over there at the Hangar RC. And look, if you go to his webpage, if you enter in RCPR, that means RC Plane Reviewer, right? 2021, you get a discount on his airplanes. And dude, it's really cool stuff that he's got some really light airplanes, some pretty cool looking stuff. And Jeff, I didn't know if you want to pull it up. Can you pull it up?
I can't remember. No, I can't.
Oh, that's fine. Look, I got it right here. And what I'll do is I'll share it real quick just so you guys can kind of see. Let's see here. So y'all can kind of see. But, dude, go to his website and check it out, man. He's got some good stuff there. So let's see. All right. Y'all can see my screen. And, dude, these are some of the airplanes that he has on his website, right? And this one's one that I'm looking at that I want to try out. It's the HRC7. HRC stands for the hanger, obviously. And it's electric, like very light airplanes, but they fly really good, and you can sit there and watch. I'm always up for some cool stuff. You know what I mean? Some new stuff too.
We're in the hangar backyard, and we're flying the HRC7. I want to give you guys a quick little.
Make it large, Bob.
Some of you may have seen this on social media. This plane is the 7. This is an awesome plane.
You like that?
4 channels, semi.
Nice little plane. I've already got a receipt. I need a small 4-channel plane or something like that for a receiver I got.
Dude, check it out, dude. Look at the power. You know what I mean? Something light that you can play with like that.
All right. So today we're going to test the continuing beta project of the.
Yeah, it goes right up.
Yeah, dude, it just goes right up, man. No issues whatsoever. Look, I love this.
It looks like a crack yak. Like they're, that's how Jay takes off the crack yak.
Yeah, but better. Look at that. Jeff, that's got your name written all over it, dude.
Man, I need another plane like I need another Red Bull. And I just finished that one.
So anyway, but dude, that's the go out there, check the plane, check the website out. It's the hangar arrc.com. Got some good stuff there. I'm serious, man. And if you put in the special code RCPR 2021, you get a discount off of it. So I thought that was real cool. He reached out to me and said, "Hey, dude, if you want to, we can do this." So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, man,
I thought that was
awesome,
cool.
Man. For sure. That's awesome.
Yeah. So anything to help other people in the community is always a good thing, always a positive thing. But when I saw that, I automatically thought of Jeff, because Jeff likes flying those overpowered lightweight airplanes that you can sit there and hover and torque roll and all that crazy stuff. And I want to try one too, so I'm going to pick up one from him, and you'll see it on here. So we'll get that one taken care of. Go ahead.
Sweet, bro.
I was going to ask what the prices were. I was sending Jay a message.
$49, $50, $59.
Oh, that's cheap.
Yeah, it's very cheap, very affordable. So
it would just take like 9-gram servos.
Yeah, that's it. So if you get a chance, check it out. Go on the website, man, and run through their stuff. But
we should have flew this afternoon, Bobby. It was beautiful. After like 7 o'clock, it was just lovely.
Yeah,
we should have pulled a Che and went flying.
Yeah, I got there like right at 7.
Man, I was on daddy duty up until 7:30. And you know what I do on my free time? If I'm not flying, I'm going to the gym. I had to go over there and lift some weights, dude.
Yeah, so, definitely. I know how that is, man.
Yeah, even just trying to stay in shape,
Yeah.
I can't be up on here eating pizza and whatnot.
Che, you talking about demolishing one? Check out them pictures I sent you. You talking about gluing one and putting it on the field, putting them back together?
Oh, wow. That's no joke right there.
Yeah. Like I smushed it.
Oh, man.
Oh, there we go. Hey, look, just so you guys know, the hangar said it's 10% off using that
fuselage is crazy.
Using that code. So that's actually, I should have asked him that earlier. But yeah, 10%
Put
off,
that back together at the field. 10% off, man. It's awesome. You can't beat it. You know what I mean? Honestly, even for the small stuff,
Dude, yeah.
You got to support the small guy.
Yeah, exactly. And also, like, 10% is 10%, right? Anything that you can save in this hobby is well worth doing it. So I think it's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now, I didn't redo that at the field. I did it at home. But, we went out there and picked up pieces after pieces after pieces.
Right.
Talking about that E-Flight, the EC-1500, Bobby.
Oh, yeah. I remember, dude. I remember. I was like,
hit the ground, Bobby turned. He said, "Oh, what happened?" Bobby's got a way of like insulting you, but like not insulting. Well, what happened?
Hey, no, well, I knew what happened.
Man, that's funny right there.
We were flying that in way too much wind. That plane shouldn't have been up in that wind.
Yeah, By the way, I still got my EC 1500 that will probably be up for sale.
And I might get it from you because I need another one.
Hey, come get it, dude. Look, I got no loyalty. My airplanes know. I tell them. I walk in my garage, my hangar. I talk to my airplanes, guys. I go in there and I tell them airplanes, there's no loyalty here. You all are on borrowed time.
Except for that revolver. That revolver will not leave your hangar. I've tried and tried and tried.
These planes know I'm not loyal to them. They know that. So now the revolver's different.
I've got this really nice Raven that's got your name on it.
Hey, we can do some horse trading, dude.
Hey, and I've still got a nice P-47 hanging up that,
Oh, wait, that's my P-40. I need to come over there and get that thing, dude. I haven't forgotten about that airplane. I need to cook that one off, too. I like it, though.
That's
but,
funny.
Like I said, I'm not loyal to these airplanes. I'm just not. That F-14 behind me, it's an awesome airplane. It's super duper cool. Me and Che talked about it. But, it can find a new home, So, anyway, enough about me. Hey, Lyndon Stewart, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man.
Lyndon, what's up?
He's over there in the Caribbean Zoo living it up.
Yeah, Carl, your revolver. I tried to buy Bobby's. He won't come up off of it. We got that plane figured out though.
Yep. Well,
hey, you guys want to see something cool real quick before we move on?
Yeah, let's take a look. What you got?
So I got these pilots finally today. I
Ooh,
got two of them.
Joe's?
They're legit. These are from warbirdpilots.com. They're legit, jet pilots, man. I mean, like, these things are like,
there it is.
Like super, super nice, posable,
Man,
how heavy are they?
Like, not very heavy at all. I mean, like, I don't know. They're just super light, it's crazy.
Che, if you don't mind me asking, how much were those little guys? Because those don't come cheap.
No, they weren't. They were $95 a piece.
Hey.
But I'll tell you what, though, you know what I mean? Like a build like this, like it makes it look even better with them in there. Even Ashley was saying, she's like, yeah, once I'd seen them a couple months ago, I'm like, oh man, I need them. It's
right.
Make the jet that much better.
That's why you sold me that extra 330.
Hey, you got to fund the build. But look, when you're dumping that much money in the L39, what's $100? You know what I mean? What's $200 for some good quality dudes like that, right?
I mean, honestly, seriously.
So I think it's a good investment, man. I do think it's awesome, though. I looked at the specs on that airplane, and it was rated up to like 200 miles an hour. Did you know that?
Yep, it gets up there, man. Honestly, I need to set like a speed warning.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, before it disintegrates. Yeah. Hey, let's what you got in your hand right there, man?
The Schubler.
Oh, dude, we got it. Let me zoom in on that one. Boom. That man has a Schubler ducted fan in it. That is.
I'm gonna grab I'll grab the top piece for it.
That's top notch right there, man.
Oh yeah, dude. We had to get it. Definitely deserves it. So.
Look at that. Handcrafted, a beautiful piece of art made out of carbon fiber.
1125 kV motor. We should be putting out close to 12.5 pounds of thrust on 12S. So.
And how much does that airplane weigh back there behind you? The L39?
I got no idea yet, man. Without electronics.
Jeff's a Google monster, so he'll find out.
Yeah. I have the. So without the electronics, it says here.
What's up, Alpine RC?
It says it's going to be 10.2 to 10.78 pounds. So I feel like it's going to be probably a little bit heavier than that because it's calling for 8S in the manual. And we're going.
What kit was that?
Black Horse L39.
Yeah, dude. That's
the one for motion?
Yes, sir.
That's balsa and monocoat, right?
Yeah, ore cover, I think it's called.
Yeah, ore cover, yeah, man.
Yeah. That's legit. I haven't messed with the motor yet, but I've been a little bit busy messing with the F-22. But now that that's out of the way, this can get my full attention this weekend. So
that's like 2 foamies, maybe 3 foamies. Come on, man.
Yeah,
for that price.
Sure is. But you gotta have one. Closed duct system in this thing. If you see any videos on it and stuff, man. And then I went with it mostly because the L39 is my favorite jet. The Freewing one I have has got the most flights. And I know it's a trainer jet, but overall, it's just
it's a rocket, man.
It's just like just a good flyer. It doesn't really have any bad tendencies, I don't think.
Yeah.
You got me wanting to watch the video.
Yeah, we'll be looking for a video there, Che.
I'm about to put a video out this weekend of the test bench, so I'm about to put this on the test bench tomorrow.
But dude, that's all carbon fiber right there, right?
Yeah, carbon fiber and aluminum, man. Feels great.
Yeah,
it's not heavy. This is lighter than the Freewing one. That's
Jeff, you can't mess with money, man. You can't mess with money, dude. This guy.
We know who's got deep pockets.
These are totally worth it, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I haven't flown with it yet, but the sound of it, I had the option to go with Weematech or JP Hobby, one of the lower end, higher brands. You know what I mean? Yeah. But if you're already putting out that much money, you might as well just kind of go with the best of the best. So
I've seen a lot of people get the Weematechs too.
The weight was worth it. Those Weematechs, I would definitely consider trying one out though. For sure. I've heard good things about them.
Jeez, man.
But yeah, I just wanted to get my hands on a Schubler.
Carl Rich said, I just got a Royal Air Force pilot for his GS Spitfire. He said it looks awesome. That's cool, man.
I bet.
You can't go wrong when you put good quality stuff in these airplanes, man. You just can't do it. By the way, don't forget to check out Raleigh Hobby too. Those guys, man, they've been hooking it up. Like he's been helping us out and everything. And I don't know if you guys get a chance. If you don't live in an area that has a hobby shop, RaleighHobbyShop.com, dude, they've got it all. Jeff, you know what I'm talking about too. Like they got it. Whatever you need. Yeah.
I need to go pay a visit. I haven't been up there in a little bit because I've had a whole lot going on, but I think I need to stop in.
Yeah, dude. Tim's a good dude. He owns Raleigh Hobby. And like I said, he'll drop ship stuff to you, Jay. He'll mail it to your house, whatever you need. And like I said, he's just a good down to earth guy. One of those that you can depend on. So,
what's happening, Lyndon?
I'll remember that for sure, man.
Yeah, go give that man your money. You know what I mean? Hey, let's see here. There's one more thing,
somebody's taking it in this hobby. Tell you what.
I know, right?
He said, "Where can I buy a pilot doll?"
Why you gotta call it a doll, man? It doesn't make it sound so good.
Hey, I thought it was a G.I. Joe when I first seen it. I was like, "Is that a G.I. Joe?"
Should we call it action figure?
The quality is mind blowing. I had only seen these online, and then I went to a hobby shop up north, and they had some of the other jet pilots in there that were not the color, but the quality of them was just mind blowing. So I was like, oh yeah, for sure. And then you can pose them in there too. You know what I mean? So I'm probably gonna buy a little. They actually sell these little bird ladders, man. So they're only 6 inches to a foot tall or whatever, but we're a little bit longer. But I can pose them on that ladder, getting into the cockpit for a picture or something like that. I think that would be. Yeah, it's getting a little into it, right? But why not? Why not?
Hey, he's getting elbow deep in that thing, Jeff.
Hey, we used to do the same thing with RC trucks, scale rock crawlers. We could take pictures of those things, and it looks like the real ones. We'd go to the lake and just take pictures, and everybody thought they were real, but they're toys. So go ahead and get deep in it, man. I ain't gonna laugh at you.
Hey, like I said, there's no shame in it. You like what you like. So Jason Warden said DreamWorks RC is the ones that have these dolls and whatnot. I still don't like the fact that we're calling them dolls. I feel like they're action figures. You know what I mean?
I got mine from warbirdpilots.com. But yeah, I've been on DreamWorks before. They got some expensive stuff on their website.
Do they really?
Yeah, they get up to. They pretty much get whatever you need. You know what I mean?
Man.
In terms of turbine stuff too.
Well, look.
Hey, speaking of turbine, where's Zach Marshall at? He hasn't dropped in yet.
Oh, where's Zach's at? That's a good question. Where is Zach Marshall? He normally pops in here, but he's also one of those dudes that hangs out in the back of the room, and he's just kind of just taking it all in, and then he'll pop in and say something. But look, the Draco's almost ready to drop, man. It looks like people all over the place are getting excited about this thing. What do y'all think?
Yeah, Pilot Ryan got one.
Yeah, he does have one, doesn't he? Who else got one?
LJ said he got a shipping notification today already, so they shipped out like a day early.
Yeah.
Mary Boozer's got his. They did their unboxing.
Hey,
RC
I mean, I feel like I need to get one, guys. I got one on the way, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. It should.
Bobby took off of work tomorrow just so he could pick his plane up. Know that, right? he said, boss man, at 11:30 I'm striking out because I have to be at the hobby shop at 12:01 so I can get my Draco.
Hey, I got to get my Draco, dude. I'm telling you, it's an awesome looking airplane. You know, we'll see how it does starting tomorrow, and we'll go there. You know?
I don't have anything against it. It's just a boring plane for me. You know what I mean? Like I don't got anything against like prop planes and stuff like that, but like I'm just like so heavy into the jets right now. I don't even think about but
Jay said I don't care nothing about no little
I fly the prop planes, you know what I mean, but I won't spend that kind of money on that prop plane and not and have to not be like in love with it or in love with a bush plane. I
still think $600 is extremely steep for what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, guys, it's foam. Yeah,
dead honest with you. I watched the video today of one of the other guys, and I'm not impressed. Now, and I'm not being a hater. I love the way the plane looks. It looks like it flies beautiful, but it kind of reminds me of the Cub.
Well, isn't that all that it is? I mean, essentially, it's a beefed up Cub. Yeah, beefed up Cub, right? Like.
But it does have like 17 some, lights all through it. I mean, the quality is there, guys. I just don't know if I can justify $600 for that. I don't see it. I'd rather put $600 into something like the L39 that Che has behind him versus, that airplane. So
just that L39 is going to run you $750.
Right.
Plus the shipping, and then you got to add the motor. I mean, he's going to have $1,800 wrapped up in everything before it's all said and done with.
I mean, there's already more than that in it. See? The motor costs close to $500. So, we were waiting on the motor for a while. You know what I mean? Like I didn't just buy all this stuff at once. This is definitely something that was parted out. You know what I mean? But it's all coming together at once, which actually feels really, really good. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, it's just like how many months have I had it now? Ashley, a couple months. I've had it for a couple months, man. You know what I mean? But
what's Ashley doing? Is Ashley in the cut over there, dude?
Yeah, she's over there in the cut, listening, taking stuff in.
Tell her we said, hey, we're huge fans of hers.
Say hey.
We're huge fans of hers. We don't like looking at you all the time.
Yeah, she said. They said that they don't even want to see me. Next time.
She's the madness behind your machine, dude. We all know this.
I know. I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for her. Shit, she's the one that records.
It's true.
You guys ever been in the doghouse when you're out there trying to record? Probably not, because I have been, and then guess what? Stop recording. Oh no, it's like dang mid-video. You gotta play your cards right while you're out there.
Yeah, that's the real boss back over there. You know what I mean?
That's the real boss
back there.
That's how no decisions get they all get ran by her, right? So
hey, if you're a smart man,
Yeah. If you want to have an easier life.
A question in the group down there at the bottom.
Let me look. Hey, we're just having such good fun. Let's see. The question.
Truth still matters.
Here we go. What's going on? Truth still matters. He says, any advice on flying jets on pavement? I've been flying the Viper on grass, and I just joined the club with the paved runway. Excellent question, and thanks for popping in too, by the way. Che, dude, you fly off of, we fly off of grass. So what do you think, buddy?
I mean, it's not. I mean, just got to be more aware on the rollout. To be honest with you, it's not really going to be. You're going to like it a lot more when you land. To be honest with you, I don't know. I fly on both. You know what I mean? I just like I like the pavement a lot more because it's so much nicer to the landing gear. That's what they're for, right? You don't have to worry about small bumps, things like that. And with these foamies, it goes a long way, right? So.
Yeah.
And I'd say that
you're going to get your airspeed up too quicker on pavement. So
yep. You use less battery.
Yep.
You use less battery on takeoff.
Yep.
Easier for touch and goes, right? Yep. Touch and goes.
I would just say, just be mindful when you land. You're going to land at a higher speed because you don't have any, on grass, it's going to slow it down pretty quick. But on pavement, you're gonna come in. If you come in hot, you're going to land hot.
That's
so
what I was
just be
saying.
Mindful of that. Yeah.
About that rollout for sure.
I think that'd be like the guys that I see on the videos when they land and they boom, 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 and I tear my landing gear out of snot.
Now, also know that pavement is going to be less forgiving too. So if you come in and you hit that pavement pretty hard, there's a high possibility it's going to tear your airplane up. So grass is more forgiving, but you also have more drag with grass. So
you have to be more precise when you're on pavement. That's just all there is to it. When it comes down to landing, overall, you have more issues on pavement, even in the tip stall, things like that, right? I've seen it. I've done it myself,
Absolutely, dude. Great question, though, man. Great question. I hope that helps. And like I said, if you got any more questions, you pop them in there. We are here, and there's a bunch of guys in this, a bunch of talent too, a bunch of experienced people that are in here too. In the chat, BD Tennessee said pavement, you roll more, wingtips rashed faster, bounces are amplified. So yeah,
If I was just flying my SU-30 like a couple days ago over at the track, and I came in hot, man, and I almost had to do a whole loop around the track. It felt like, because it was just, it's just like I came in hot, so she landed hot, and gotta be more aware on the slowdown. I probably could have slowed it down a little bit sooner, and probably could have gave the air brake out as well. But just some stuff that I could have been aware of.
RC this says I fly off pavement. You just have to be mindful of longer roll. Much more fun to land and take off on pavement. So there you go. Truth still matters. You're welcome, buddy. I hope that
it looks more scale, right? I mean, taking off of the pavement, when you get a nice, good, long takeoff, right?
Yeah.
Bobby, what are you snacking on tonight?
Hey, dude, I
got Twizzlers.
I had some Reese's cups, but I went in there and raided my little girl's Easter egg basket and took those Reese's cups, dude. So
that's funny.
Hey, look, y'all don't know anything about these bottle caps, though. What do y'all know about bottle caps, dude? I don't know about that. That's old school candy.
I like those. Yeah, Lee Davidson. That's a good point, man. About the small stones stuck on pavement.
Yep, that's another good thing to think about too. That's going to get sucked into your ducted fan, chip your fans real good. So, like they do on the Navy on them aircraft carriers, man, they get out there and walk that that runway to make sure they don't have any debris. So, just stuff to think about. Hey, we got another question, dude. From the next stop, now Earth. That's funny. It says, "What's the best way to store a Foamy to last long?"
Keep it in the box, man.
Yep.
That's pretty much all there is to it from what I've seen. You can leave a plane in the garage and not even be touched, but guess what? It's still going to get hanger rash. You
also can invest in some of this stuff. Foam armor.
I never even seen that stuff.
Dude, it's
that
foam
stuff
armor.
works like magic, man.
He said it's foam armor. I see that. I don't ever heard of it though. Does it really protect the planes for longer or what?
It says for protecting foam and wood surfaces. It makes like a tough shell that's very thin and lightweight. So you know how you'll handle your airplanes and you'll dent it with your thumb. This will allow it not to happen. So
what's up, Australia? I remember when Bobby was putting together his Freewing A10. He was so excited to get it. He was mad. He put it together. He called me. He said, "Man," he said, "you won't believe this." He said, "All I did was touched it. And I put a ding in it."
Dude, I was hot, man. I was so upset.
That's all it takes.
What's up, Lee Davidson? How are you doing, buddy? How are you doing? But I'm telling you, that's a very good question. Oh, MS Shag, what's going on? He's coming in from the land down under, dude. That's awesome. What time is it there? It's got to be.
It's like it's daytime over there.
Jeez. BD Tennessee said making balsa last longer is flying multiple planes. That's true.
Hey, man, that's one thing that I can say. I can, seeing this L39, having this L39 around for a while now, it hasn't had any issues in terms of, wear and tear when I pick it up and stuff like that. It's not like I'm not. I mean, you have to be a little bit more careful, right? Because it's, the balsa and the oil cover, but you know what I mean, though, compared to the foam, touching it with just one small thing and you're ripping a piece of the foam out.
Yeah,
they make this stuff called foam filler that works really good from the same company that foam armor come from. and that's what I filled that EC 1500 with.
Okay.
And it's light. It's really, really lightweight. I mean, it doesn't add hardly anything.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. So look, so we already talked about this, right? The Draco is almost ready to drop, right? We talked about the Draco.
Already dropped it, did it?
Yeah, it already dropped it. I guess, look, all the important people already got them.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know. But here's my thing. They already got them. Have you guys seen any like reviews where they've been like legit saying there's like any of the pros and cons, like any bad things about it? I mean, have y'all seen any of that?
I mean, you can really like. I'd say that one thing I'd seen was the RC Geeks, where you can actually see it. You know, they don't really say that stuff because of their deals with Horizon Hobby. I think you know what I mean, and
right.
You know, they're getting the plane and whatnot. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, I think that you can just see for yourself in his, you know, because he stalls it and
Right.
crashes it. But you know, other than that, you can kind of like see the bad tendency of a stall plane right there. You know, but
Right.
You know, other than that, I don't really think they can or they will. You know.
Yeah.
Shag has a good point. He says, "Don't sweat the dings on your foamers. You can't see them once you taxi out."
That's right. That's true.
What's the old saying? It looks good for my yard.
Yeah.
They all look good on the camera too, you know. And then, hey, come over here and check it out. You know, oh man, you got glue here, glue there.
And look, every airplane looks good from the air. When you're sitting there on the ground looking at it, you can't tell what it is.
No.
But yeah, man, you know, so when I get the Draco, I'll promise that I will give a legit you know, run through of it. And I'm not saying that those guys aren't, but I just think that, you know, they're kind of in a position to where it might be a little sketchy for them to say, hey, it has this issue, it doesn't have this issue, or I'm self-funded, you know what I mean? Like I can actually say that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't foresee it having any negative tendencies just by design, you know?
Yeah,
but
sure.
And look, us RC people are very fickle about our airplanes, right? Like we'll complain about silly stuff. Oh, the canopy doesn't have a latch on there for my fingernail to click under there. You know, we'll complain about that stuff. But so no, man, I can't wait to get it and go through it and point out a couple of things. And
yeah, it should be a good one. I may end up with one potentially. You know, I mean, like
yeah.
It's entirely possible.
Yeah,
give it 6 weeks. Bobby will sell his, so we'll just send it with Doug your way.
I just think I'd probably maybe get bored with it. I don't know. You know, I could end up with one eventually. You know, I'm sure they're going to be around. So.
But look, my thing is this: everybody should have a top wing trainer, stole plane, Cub in their like hangar. For them days, you just don't want to you know, you just don't want to be stressed out, man. You want an easy flying airplane, and boom. Alpine RC says, look forward to your review, Bobby. So yeah, man, I just try to be honest with people. Jeff's the same way. Che, you're the same way too, man.
That's what I was flying my.
He's the same way.
Yep. When I was flying my F-22 tonight, dude, I was like I said, I was just like mind blown. Like
yeah,
just that jet, you know, just like no bad tendencies.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know, if I felt like, you know, if I was like biased towards something, you know, I think it would be kind of obvious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me and Jeff are very open about airplanes that we just don't like. You can tell when you watch the videos. There's no animation. There's no like, oh wow. There's more like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would you consider a stole plane as a beginner plane, a trainer plane? I don't think I would. Just because it's top wing. I mean, I think most pilots are, you know, new to it are going to want to actually use the runway to take off instead of just popping right up.
Right. I think it's just a bunch of cool factor too. You know what I mean? Like the fact that you can pop up in a couple of feet and then sit there and putt around at like 3-4 miles an hour. It's pretty cool. But like Che said, it's going to get boring after a while if you can't hover it, do snaps and stuff like that. I'm sure you can with that airplane, but
I think everybody also has a flying style too. Like I've been like, I don't know if you guys have been noticing lately, but I've been getting like a lot lower. Like I enjoy like the low. Like I don't know what it is about it. Maybe I'm just being risky or what. You know what I mean?
Dude.
But like I feel like it really fine tunes my skills too. Like you know what I mean? Like being lower to the ground. Obviously, I'm being a little bit more risky, but you know, like that's the kind of style that I enjoy though. Like you know, high G maneuvers, high G turns, things like that. You know what I mean? With these jets that can actually do them, you know.
Look at Jeff, dude. I can't even take him seriously.
I've seen Bobby sit here laughing at me. I was like this.
I can't even.
Messing with that
Twizzler. I can't even do it. I can't focus.
Hey man, we gotta have fun. We can't be strictly serious on this channel.
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh yeah.
You're never serious when you're out there flying. Like, this is the point of the hobby, man, to have fun, you know, and to hang out with people that are fun. So
I don't know. You're serious when you hit the ground and you're pretty mad.
Oh, absolutely. That's the only time where you should be serious. And when you're walking out there to pick up the pieces and you realize you don't have a bag, that's when you should be serious.
Or when you got somebody like Bobby in the background. Oh no!
Oh, hey, you can see something
on the fly, baby. Oh no!
Yeah, I say, oh no, dude! I saw it. Like that. Boom!
That's no
and when
good.
it didn't come out the tree, I was like,
They ended up cutting the tree down.
I prayed for that tree when he cut it.
Speaking of, our field, man, how about we got a weather station at our field now? Well, in proximity to our field.
Moving on up, man.
Yeah, man. Starting to be like the big dogs.
Yep. But sometimes, it's okay to be a small dog, a little dog. You know what I mean? You notice the little dogs have more fun. The big dogs have to watch out for the little dogs most of the time. I don't know what that means. I'll just pay that up. But anyway, hey, look, M. Shaq says, agree, everyone needs a high wing. Motion's new Bison looks kind of interesting with the working slats.
Yeah, for sure. You can definitely pop those up. I've seen that.
Yeah, man, I haven't seen a video of that.
Yeah, I seen it on their live stream when they did it a while back. I think it was a couple months ago or not even. But, that doesn't look bad at all. It's 4S or 6S. And I think it's a couple $100 less than the Draco.
$399.
I'm just burnt out on the top wing airplanes, man. I'm like, what more can we do? Thank you, the truth still matters. Thanks for popping in, buddy.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting another motion jet at all, and probably until later on this year. I mean, I don't really know what else they're gonna come out with. They're up in their prices. They're behind on products, and
yeah, it makes me wonder just how much more people are gonna pay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At some point, you're gonna be like, I'm not paying that much, but
it's gotta be worth it. You know what I mean? They're playing. You gotta
Yeah.
I feel like you gotta see a couple videos on it maybe, and then determine if it's gonna be worth that price or not.
Right. Michael said it best. People are gonna fly what looks good to them, mostly, no matter what the plane is, and that's true. That's the beauty of this hobby. It is what it is.
Yeah, because you definitely go to the website and go to what you like, right? You go to a section.
Right. Vitco has a DW storage that has working slats. So there you go, Chad. You can get you one of them Dynam planes, man. That'd be a good one.
One of those storches.
Yeah, go get you one. Why you say it like that?
I don't even know what that is. Storage. Is that even a real plane?
It is, dude. It looks like a Wilgel. It's like a World War II Stoll airplane before people even knew what Stoll was. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But that's funny.
I'd like to have that little Hawker Hunter, but $270 something for something I turned to a hand launcher with those retracts is not.
Yeah, I think if they come out with some really robust retracts, I think they'll notice people jump all over that because the price is right. But I think from what I've heard and seen, a lot of people are kind of iffy on the retracts.
Yeah.
You don't want to buy an airplane that you're going to have to just dump new retracts in, right? So.
Not at all, especially already at $300 price point. Yeah.
Right. But it looks like an awesome flyer.
Yeah.
It's got the power.
It does. Oh, I seen the F-35 fly tonight for the first time ever. Freewing one. That thing flies on rails.
Hey, I had one.
That thing flies on rails, nice little 70 mil jet, comes in nice too, with no flapper arms or anything like that.
Let me tell you about that little jet. I had one, and I cooked that sucker off real quick. One, because the wheels are small, right, and I fly for grass, and it's very fast, and it does not have flaps, so it lands very fast. And dude, I was like, it was one of those that took almost 500 feet of our 600-foot runway to take off, and I was like, I'm gonna end up tearing this thing up. But I wouldn't mind. I also bought it when I first started getting into EDF jets, so I wouldn't mind going back and revisiting it to see if I just didn't have the CG right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, somebody said it sucks. Lee Davison Hanger, what are you talking? Which airplane sucks, by the way? I'm up for it.
I think he's talking about the Hawker.
Oh.
The Hawker Hunter.
It's the good thing about that airplane is that you can see it.
Yeah, Lee's the guy to talk to if you want to ask any questions about some Dyna products. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really?
In terms of how good they fly, right?
Right.
I've seen a decent amount of Dyna planes on this channel, so he's definitely a good person a resource to ask.
Let's see. BD said most planes fly good in today's market, so buying is based on appearance and scale first. Yeah. And then you got guys like us that actually fly them and then, go through them. And we'll be honest with you, man. We'll be like, look, it doesn't fly good, or it flies really good, or it's a good airplane, but the landing gear stink, or it's trash. You know what I mean? So.
I don't think I've ever had to say an airplane's trash yet.
I've never have, man. I never have. So,
I have the FMS 0, 1400 millimeter, complete garbage.
If you like an airplane that flies like you want a slow, low-wing airplane that's a warbird that looks like a warbird, but flies like a low-wing trainer, that's your airplane. Is that about right, Jeff?
Man, that plane didn't even want to stay in the sky. It was so weak. And that's. I have flown a lot of planes, and I'm not lying. I don't know if Bobby did you put the video on your page?
I did. It's up there, man.
It's just, it's weak.
Hey,
very
Jeff,
weak. I feel like it was rubber band powered.
Hey, Jeff, too bad you can't pull that up there. We can show the people. Pull it up. And you can see what we're talking about. I mean,
yeah, those 70 mils are like, a no-go on the grass. I had the the F-16 one for quite a while, and I replaced landing gear like once, and it's like no.
Yeah. And Shag tore my F-35 up trying to fly it off of grass. I knew it, man. Flew all right on the rare occasion it got up. I felt the same way. And Lee Davison was talking about the Hunter, so.
Mm-hmm.
I can't hear volume because I've got you on my headphones, but let's try this, Bobby.
All right, let me know, and I'll put it up here, and we can let the guys in the room look at it and make a decision. So you guys tell me what you think based off of the video, right? And we'll get Jeff to cue it up, and then y'all can see.
There it is.
All right, I'm not seeing it. I just see a blank white screen that says add. You ready?
Mine says sharing.
All right, I'm at it. I did add it. There it is.
You hear volume or no?
800 millimeter.
Yeah.
Was this flying on 3S?
I thought it was 4S. No, it's 4S.
Okay.
Yeah, you had it on 4S and it was still flying. Dude, remember when we took that off right there? That was the third attempt. The retracts kept folding up on us.
And that's wide open right there.
Yeah. Thing's barely even moving.
Let me get that banner out the way. It's crazy.
Wide open.
And dude, at wide open, it was not fast. And that was with the tailwind too. And we were just kind of like, dude, we got to get rid of this thing.
I cooked it off quick.
As soon as Jeff got that thing down on the ground, he was like, yeah, I ain't keeping this one. He's like, this one's gone. I was like, you going to sell it, Jeff? He's like, yeah, it's gone. I was trying to see the
fly baby in one piece.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I was about the Avani. I mean, I like it a lot, you know what I mean? But it was just like,
it's too good.
It's the Avani.
Somebody
else will enjoy it more than me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just too good.
I feel like it's just too easy of a flyer.
Yeah.
And it's just too easy.
There's not much to it, But
man, that Freewing version will freaking move, son.
Dude, it's fast.
The version 3 Bobby's got, man, it's ridiculous. That and the L39 was wicked.
I watched a video.
L39's fast.
I watched a video of people flying the Avanti with the GPS in it, and I think it was like cruising around at like 115 to 130.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good flying airplane. It's a really good flying airplane. It's a good second EDF, I think. Good second or third EDF, man. Super, it lands good. Jay, you know, man. It's like you said, it's just easy. Flies good at low speeds and everything. But speaking of that, again, don't forget to check out Raleigh Hobby, and stop by there, Raleigh Hobby Shop. They'll hook you up. You'll say hey to Tim, and then we also got the Hangar RC. These dudes are over here. Drop in their code RCP R2021. You get 10% off of the airplanes that they have there. And it's good stuff, man. Like they said they're a small business, but they're actually they perform like a large one. So super impressed. I can't wait to place an order with them.
That's awesome,
and,
man.
Get my hands on some of their stuff. Matter of fact, I was supposed to order an airplane for them like a month ago, but life got in the way. So
kind of forgot, probably.
Yeah, I did. I'm the worst for forgetting, by the way, as you all know.
I know how that is. I've been back to a site or two, like, dang, I was here, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
A lot of times I find myself adding sites into my favorites because I will forget. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, after visiting a couple sites when you're looking at stuff and whatnot, you're not going to remember it all. So you don't save every thread, right? So.
Hey, look, BD Tennessee said stock 90 HP putting out 9.5 pounds of thrust. Stop. No, dude, it's true. Let me grab this bad boy for you.
Look at the little one next to it.
How cute.
Isn't that cute? It's like when I grow up.
That's actually a decent sized plane. That Stinger 90. Wow.
It's like when I grow up, I want to be a big plane, right?
Well, Bobby's also 5 foot nothing, so I mean the plane just looks really big.
Yeah, it makes me look big, right? Got to compensate somehow. So, dude, no. If you look at the manual from Freewing and look at the KV, I think it's putting out like 4,300 kV of thrust stated. And so, oh man, I bent my dang nose on this thing. Yeah, so that equates out to 9.5 pounds of thrust. This airplane only weighs like 7 and some change. So this is the high performance in-runner, their version that they did. This isn't the normal one that you had. So this airplane, dude, is the first EDF jet that I ever bought from Freewing, obviously. And it is by far, as I remember, the nicest flying airplane that I had. I mean, I was stoked about it, right? It just did really, really good. It was like the Avanti, Che and Jeff, except it was like faster. I mean, you look at it, it's a freaking bullet. Look at it. I mean, it's fast.
Even the Outrunner, I'm sure, is, it looks like it flies great.
Yeah. And dude, it's got lights right here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
really nice retracts.
Yeah, it's got really nice retracts on it. It's got the dual nose gear on there, right? I mean, so it's really good for a first one. They recommended it, actually. So I called these guys up. The landing gear are strong and robust. And, dude, it's 90 millimeters. So, like, what more do you want, right?
Right.
Men are so simple-minded. Look, we're over here excited about some lights on the nose gear.
Yeah, dude. This is why we do this stuff, because we nerd out on it,
Yeah, man. When I was flying the Raptor and I seeing that nose gear come in, and, so satisfying. The light, it's like,
dude, that's what we do, So, but I can't wait to make this thing. I haven't flown it on the high performance version, so it's going to be great. But look, you could see what I did. I had this thing sitting on its nose like a dork, and it's bent. But they came with another one, which makes me believe that they thought that this would happen. So it's cool. But dude, it's not a small airplane, man. It's a good size. Like,
how does it compare to the Avanti, you reckon?
I would say it's on par with the Avanti. It's on par. I think it's going to be faster than the Avanti because
the Avanti's 80, right?
Yeah, the Avanti's 80 millimeter, but it's not putting 9.5 pounds of thrust out, right? No way. So I'm super stoked about it. So we'll see. And, it's got plenty of room inside there, for your 5 or 6S or whatever. And look, I put the Spectrum receiver in there. So I'm trying to be better about things.
What for Topple Boy would you say? You put a what in there?
I put a Spectrum receiver in that thing, right? What are you going to do?
Yeah, man.
What are you going to do? But I have to move this stuff.
It's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be sweet.
Yeah, man. I can't wait to fly it, and we'll see what it does. So,
what are you doing tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night? I don't have anything planned.
Let's try to fly tomorrow evening.
All right. Well, I'm getting off work early, so if the weather cooperates, that might be the only day we have.
See, guys, I told y'all he had to pick up that damn Draco. Look, he just admitted he's getting off work early.
Oh, the Draco? I'm absolutely getting the Draco. Like, I'm definitely getting the Draco for sure. But let's see. Let's jump into the comments here. Alpine said selling off the E-Flight F4 for the Freewing F4 8S. It's got lots more power, scale, size, and flight time. I don't have the F4 8S, but I want it. I heard it's just a heavier airplane, and you got to land it because the extra battery in there.
I would like to have that one as
Me
well.
too, dude.
Hey,
what do you think about the Freewing 105?
I almost bought it instead of buying the Raptor. I was literally like, there was a couple ones on my radar that I feel like I really, I know it's a tough bird and stuff like that, but I feel like I could fly it. Anyways, it's just a couple of those ones that were like you kind of need to have, I don't know. But that one's it's got the air brake. It's got everything you need. It's got a gyro already in it, so I think that it would totally be worth the money. And I think that it's just an intimidating jet because of the slimness of it, you really got to be on your toes with it. The elevator's at a high spot, so it becomes a little bit more touchy on the landings, But from some of the videos I've seen on it, it's locked in, man. Flies great, so. And the retracts on it are just like the 90 mil class F-16, ridiculous, really nice.
I would like to try that 105, but everybody's told me, dude, it's not a grass plane. So
it's got that new high performance one though, man. I guarantee you can get that thing up, man. There's no way you wouldn't. I feel like, especially with that high elevator.
You're right about that.
Because that Freewing A4, that'll go up. You got your sting. You got the. It took you a second, right? But you got the 8S Thunderbird up, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, dude. I did.
But I think so. Those are on par with each other, I believe. And I think that you'd get more elevator authority though with the 104 on grass.
And I will say that 8S F-16 is a completely different airplane. It went from barely getting off the ground to getting off the ground in 200 feet. It got off with authority.
And that's one thing that I have a Freewing F-16 in the garage, man. It needs a little bit of love, and some fixing, a couple, spackling here and there and whatnot. But, now I got an 8S setup that I can, easily pull out and put into something else if I wanted to, test out in our system for a little bit. But because that thing is the Outrunner version, so it needs an upgrade, to fly well.
Right.
And, on grass anyways. So.
Yeah, man, that's the only thing I'm limited by, the grass, and I don't want to buy an EDF jet that's going to struggle to get off the ground, man. So, it is what it is. But Jeff,
I seen what BD said there.
Say again?
Oh, I said BD had a question there.
Oh, let me look.
Bobby answered him in
oh, for sure.
The comments.
BD Tennessee said the AR-620 is a good receiver.
Oh, okay.
I've used them in several planes. Yeah, I mean, what receiver are you using? Aren't you using the Lemon RX? Is that right? Anybody using that Lemon RX airplane? I guess receiver.
I don't mess with lemons, man.
You mess with lemons, you make lemonade. You know that, right? Since I've gone into gas, man, I'm not spending any money on those things. I buy name brand.
those. It was LJ that told me about those.
LJ's just being cheap, and tell him I said that too.
Yeah, he's got that bootleg stuff. You know, he's got the money to get the good stuff.
Where is he at tonight? He's just trying to save a couple bucks.
Yeah, man, he's trying to save a couple bucks. Yeah, he's at softball. Look, ever since he started softball, man, he's been ghost. We don't see him anymore. I don't know what's going on. But I just don't
like, some people, does everybody feel like they have to put satellite with their receiver? You know what I mean? Like, you guys, does that bother some people? You know what I mean? That you feel like maybe you have to put a satellite with your receiver to make, to make sure you got comfortability. You know, like, I feel like I should be able to throw a 2.4 in there and at a 90-degree angle and have no issues.
Right.
You know what I mean? If the antennas are, good,
there
right? He is. But I don't know though. You know what I mean? So.
No, you're right. Who just popped in?
LJ. His ears must have been burning or his nose or something. Because look, here he is.
Oh yeah, probably.
Let's see here. That's cool. The hanger is over there.
Even with those Spectrum ones too, man, a lot of guys put those satellites in there too. You know what I mean? Like, what about you guys? You guys use the satellites?
Check that out. We got the hanger right there. He's watching us. There we go. Nice. Pretty cool, man. Yeah. I don't know about
that. 14 channel Fatala.
Yeah. It
don't have satellites.
It's not a lemon.
I'm gonna get a satellite for like my jetty stuff, so I can experiment with it. But I don't know, like, if I would necessarily need one. I don't know. I know it definitely gives you the comfortability of having that, dual redundancy there with those.
Has anybody had any issues with it? Because BD said lemon 10 channel is $26 and satellite is $16. So $42 for a 10 channel with the satellite. And LJ's talking about. LJ said, "Dang, what I miss." No satellite receiver for me is what Lee Davidson's hanger said. Jeez. Man, LJ.
So I guess does it come down to preference then with that satellite? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Some people though, like, I think LJ's told me a couple stories though, about where he's had like an issue and then he put a satellite in and then he didn't have any more issues.
Right.
So I don't know if it's just maybe like low output from those antennas, maybe.
It could be like the Boost Mobile of antennas, I guess.
That's bad too, coming from the wireless industry. That's funny. It doesn't get much worse than that, that like Cricket.
Well, I mean, now you got Sprint and T-Mobile together. I mean, that ain't great either.
Oh, that's hilarious, dude. Man,
it goes AT&T, Verizon, and then Sprint and T-Mobile, and then that's how it goes.
I always knew T-Mobile was sketchy.
Verizon?
AT&T's got the most towers out there, man. They've been around longer.
Jeez.
No way. I didn't know that.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Lee Davidson's hanger said long range FPV use a satellite. Okay, yep. LJ said in the A10. He's got a Lemon RX 10 channel in his A10.
Yep, that thing's loaded.
Jeez, dude. He's like, I'm not trying to like lose any signal with this bad boy. You got to put good stuff in the big ones.
Oh yeah, I guess I'm the same way too. You know what I mean? It's like $200 in receivers I'm putting in this thing behind me. So
wow,
2 of them. I mean, it's like
I'm swapping a guy for a 12 channel JR, and it's got 3 satellites with it for this one.
Is that overkill? You know what I mean? Like,
at what point are you just like, man? I mean, do you need more satellites for the bigger planes, or is it just to have that peace of mind?
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Like if you got like that big 50%er, would you want like 5 satellites in it just to make sure that you get reception everywhere?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, you got that much money invested into it. You don't want to,
I mean, but when it comes down to it, though, right? I mean, I guess, right? Yeah, having like, 2, or one satellite, you know what I mean, makes sense, or maybe 2 satellites, but depending on the large model, you know what I mean? Like those huge, like 104-inch models and stuff like that, I can understand having like, 2 or 3 Spectrum receivers in there, or Spectrum satellites in there, which I've seen. You know what I mean? But
like with the Futaba radios, dude, you don't even have to have that redundancy. You know, that sucker's just bulletproof right off the bat.
You know, and that's how I kind of almost feel about. I didn't do a range check with my Jetty stuff. You know, I kind of like. I'm not saying I'm too good for range checks, but like, I just haven't had any issues. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I don't know, man. You know,
shouldn't with the Jetty, not for as much as you paid for it, man. That thing's pretty squared away. You know, it's top notch. Jeff, he said he said Jeff NC. That 12 channel JR is cool. I've got 2 battery connectors to power it. You only need 1 though. Well, dang. That's not bad.
That big 50%er that Brian bought at the swap meet.
Yeah.
Somehow that guy was running 2 8-channel or 2 10-channel receivers and bound them all at one time. I don't know how's that even possible.
Man, I just think that's just too much. Like, I
2
think
antennas on one side, 2 on the other. That makes sense.
Yeah, like you can run 2 receivers. Like he just said.
How do you bind 2 at the same time though?
You can bind many of them to your radio. It doesn't. You can bind the same, 2 different receivers to one radio. You can absolutely.
No, but what I'm saying is he's flying both receivers at one time.
Oh, yeah. Me?
No, the guy that bought he bought a 50% Edge 540.
Mm-hmm.
But the guy that set it up is set up to run 2 receivers at one time.
Hey, you see what Doug said? He said if anybody in the showers, it's Che.
Yeah, that's funny.
That is very true.
Very true.
That is very true.
Yeah, I know what you mean though about the 2 receivers. That's that's we. Is that just that dual redundancy there going on, or I think that you can have that on the same. Right? Isn't that kind of like redundancy between like the satellite receiver and the regular receiver, right? Isn't there being redundant towards each other? Well, I guess the kind of same thing is the same for my 900 megahertz. It's just in case I lose that 2.4, it'll go right to that 900. It's kind of like, basically the same thing,
Right.
Because I asked them, when I was not going to, should I go with the satellite or should I go with just the 900 or should I get a 2.4 satellite and the 900, and he's like, no, you'll be good with just the 900 and 1 2.4. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't need 3 satellites in the plane and shit. And I was like, okay, sorry for cussing.
No, nobody care about that. Yeah, man, we're all adults here. But yeah, it's like, yeah, it is. I think you get to a point where I think 2 antennas is plenty. If your junk still messes up after 2 antennas, you probably need to start thinking about moving, switching radios because that's unnatural. I
don't know if it's right that Spectrum cuts those.
The little short ones.
I mean, I don't know. Does that cause?
Probably. Yeah, I don't know why they would.
Because they got to cut them at least, right? Because the other ones are long, and you can see the antenna, on the end there, So I just don't know if that maybe causes any kind of issues there.
Look, in my Futaba radio, I've never, ever split them up or anything like that ever, and I never had any problems.
That's how I am on my Fly Sky stuff, man. I just throw the receiver in there, they can be touching, they can be in the back of the fuselage up against, 10 different servo wires. And, I've never had any issues whatsoever.
Zero issues. So I just think like I said, I just trust Futaba. I know for a fact that I'm not going to have any issues with it whatsoever. So, but with Spectrum, they came out with that new receiver and I wish I kept the box for it, but it doesn't have any antennas on it. It's the little 6-channel.
Yeah, there's sport receivers.
No receivers, no antennas on it.
No antennas, and it's full range. So it's called their sport receiver, but you can put it in gas, nitro, whatever. So, dude, I that's what I got in this Stinger 90 back here. So,
hey,
it'd be interesting to see.
Real quick, so my dealer come through yesterday. Man, I got the hookup. Y'all ready for this?
I'm ready.
Y'all ready for this?
Yep.
And see, this is why I'm fat. Y'all ready? Look. How about the Girl Scout cookies done come in? I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and throw them in the freezer for later.
Hey,
come on now.
Hey, those little mint thins are hard to beat, dude.
Yeah, the thin mints are the best of the best.
Jeff's got $80 worth of Girl Scout cookies right there. He just showed us.
Support the troops, man.
Hey, look, them little girls are little hustlers,
supporting
man.
The habit.
You see the little hustlers on the corner. You're like,
but I got to show you something. I won't support them if Food Line keeps coming out with these things. They taste just like a Girl Scout cookie.
Hey, look, you can't tell me
identical.
Didn't get in trouble for making those. Those bootleg Girl Scout cookies. That's all that is.
when you know you're a fat kid when you're sitting there finding light flavors of cookies at the store.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Let's see. Let's take a look at the messages. Hey, we're pushing an hour and 20 minutes. We'll run for about another 10 more minutes, guys. And I think I got to do some more studying, man. And then we're gonna pop smoke. So
yeah, for sure.
But look, Shaq says he runs 2 8-channel freestyle receivers in his F14, which gives you 16 channels.
Mm-hmm.
I just think, cool, man, after a while, dude, you get so many channels, you're just like, that's a lot that could fail. To me, I just like the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid, right? That's all I do, man.
I got 16 channels going for this thing behind me too.
Wow.
I don't think I'm going to use all of them, but I have a smooth flight setup where I can use 16 channels.
Wow, dude. Yeah, that's. I mean, I think the most I've ever had was up to like 10 channels. I
got a 14 channel that I've never used.
I know, man. I thought you sold that thing. You gonna give it to me?
No, that guy's supposed to. I'm swapping that fella for it.
You guys ever experiment with? You ever use Futaba S-Bus?
No. I read up on it, and I know how it works and function, and I think the concept is amazing, but I have never set it up.
Okay, for sure. I'm setting this one up like that, and so the Jetty has like their EX bus, which is like the same concept as the S bus, So,
dude, it's amazing that you can have one little plug and run all those channels off of it. Like, it blows my mind.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you're like, it's amazing. But Dale RB Senior said, "Good evening, pilots. Hope all having fun today." We are having fun, man.
And this is when stuff starts getting serious too. You know what I mean? Like, I've devoted so much time into research and stuff like that for this. This jet behind me, man. Honestly though, like, this stuff is like to be taken seriously. Like, here is the smooth flight system, but here is the manual. You know what I mean? Like, this is all in English. And it's just one, they're not back-to-back pages, but, it's still like, you need to read all this stuff too, because I have to access like, 70% of the stuff. I'm going to be using like 70% of the stuff that's in here,
And you know what I've noticed too, like with this hobby, like the more we get into the computer radios, the more you literally have to read the manual, or you have to have BD Tennessee to read the manual for you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's all I gotta do is wait for him to do the menu options and everything. When he makes his videos, then we can start setting up our radios, Bobby.
And here's the funniest thing too: BD Tennessee's videos and his channels are gonna blow up because people. It's just too easy for us to Google and say, "Man, I don't have time to read that manual, man. What's it say?" Somebody on YouTube's already figured it out, right?
Yeah.
And so he's done the legwork and figured it out and made it so much easier for everybody. So those videos that you're making, BD, are gonna just keep getting views, man. They're gonna snowball quickly because I've seen them do that. So because computer radios are very difficult if you don't have a technical mind. And a lot of us do, but a lot of people don't. So, and like, I didn't read manuals up until recently, so I'm with you, Che, where you got to crack open a book, man, to kind of figure that sucker out. And when you invest this much money into it, you don't have time to mess something up because you didn't read it right or whatever. So, or you can take the Jeff method and just throw it together, man, and throw it up there and not read shit. I mean, nothing,
See, I sense a little maybe jealousy or sarcasm there. I look at sarcasm there.
They do. Never any jealousy. There's always sarcasm.
It's okay. Hey, you know what? I've never just crashed a plane by just throwing a receiver in it and a battery in it and flying it there. Like, I've always been able to bring it back down to the ground.
And I will say I have witnessed that. And no, you're right, dude. If you're not dead on the CG, you're very close to it every time. So it's not like it's a problem for you. And it's good training. It's good training. So
Hey, don't let LJ hide over there in the shadows, dude. He's over there working on his 90mm T45 Goshawk.
oh, that's right. He did get it, dude. He sent me a message, said he got it, dude. I watch his channel quite a bit too, along with yours, Jay. And I'm telling you, man, I like his runway where he flies.
Oh yeah, dude, it's like a dream. You know?
Yeah, it's nice, man. There's nothing out there. Everybody seems pretty cool. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's
and
out
like the standing area is not far from the runway either. Some of them other clubs, man, you know, they make you stand like a ways back.
Yeah, because they're scared, like, you know.
Yeah.
But dude, there's some sketchy people out there at the airfield. Sometimes you get some people, man. You're like, I don't know if this is your first time flying, but you're flying like idiot, like like you never flew before, you know.
Yeah.
I like those people though because it's like they're learning, you know. And then it's also cool to watch, you know, how they maneuver. You're like, are they going to land it? We don't know. So, but let's see. Let's look at a couple more, and then we're going to punch. We're going to hit that button and shut this bad boy down. Let's see here. Tim Shag said, "Ha, I don't think we have Girl Scout cookies in Australia. Are they as good as everyone says?" Jeff, that's a Jeff question.
I mean, I'm a fat kid, dude. Everything's good to me. I mean,
I like all the Girl Scout cookies too.
I do too.
All of them.
Even the lemon, the what are those little lemon cookies with the little lemon on the backside? Dude, I'm not even a lemon guy, and I love those things with milk.
Growing up, my sister
about those cookies.
Yeah, but hey, how many of you dudes have tried Vegemite though? Have you tried it?
Sure.
Vegemite? You never heard of it? Dude, it's like peanut butter to us. But it's like to Australians, it's like peanut butter to them. Like it's just like a staple thing. It's yeast, and it's like fermented yeast. M Shag, correct me if I'm wrong. I've had it before. I had a roommate that was from Australia when I was working out of summer camp, and I tried all that stuff. I don't know.
Chest face.
Dude, it's not. It's an acquired taste. So just put it that way. It's
just
not.
One time in band camp.
Yeah, it was like that. It was like, I'll try it, man, but don't be mad if I don't like it, you know.
Oh, Jay's young. He probably don't get that reference, do you? Do you get that reference?
What'd you say?
Of course he does.
I didn't even
Just
hear
one time in band camp?
Oh, yeah. Trust me. I know that one.
Hey, look, Jay's an old soul, dude. He's been around the block, man. He's not like, you know, new to this. You know?
That's right.
he's not new to this. Hey, there you go. M Shag said it just like I did. Vegemite is an acquired taste. I don't think it's fermented, but yeah, it's intense. Google that stuff and see. You're like, it's like eating, I don't know, freaking figs that are sour. I don't know. I don't know.
And I got the chills just thinking about that. Now I pass. Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
I'm gonna find some, and you can get it on Amazon. You can get anything on Amazon. But look, LJ Hobby Life said it's coming out this weekend, so he'll have the video of that one, and based off of his video, will be if I buy it or not. So we'll see.
For sure, dude.
I'll get the 8S too. LJ, did you get the 8S version or the 6S? Because everybody said that 6S is lethargic, is underpowered. Hey, look, M-Shag said it.
I heard it flies okay though with the high performance.
Yeah.
You know, but you still get the more power with the 8S.
Dude, I'm a fan of the 8S. You know I am. And Jeff from Jeff's Customs RC, dude.
Hey, where's he at tonight?
I don't know, man. You know, he might be building something or busy, you know. And it's a little late, too. He doesn't normally stay up, I've noticed, like past 10. You know, he might turn in a little early. So
yeah, I noticed he comment on my videos when I get up in the morning, you know, like if I had posted a video like the night before, you know, like 5, 6 a.m. So
same here. I think he does like what I do. I wake up and I'm laying in the bed. I grab my phone and I like strolling through. I look at I look at your videos. I look at LJ's. I look at Pilot Ryan's. I'll go through a couple of other dudes that I just didn't say, and like then I'll wake up. You know, I'll get up. So it's
I didn't use all my data for the month, so I can't watch nobody's videos.
Hey, if you had that Boost Mobile, you wouldn't have to worry about your data. You would be good.
Worrying about data. I had to put that. I had to put that to rest a long time ago.
Hey,
Worrying about the data and stuff.
What was before that? What was the golly? It wasn't Cricket. It was like a paid. It was a paid one. Golly. And it was, dude. It was bootleg. It was one of those that they bounce off of the towers of other people. I guess it was Cricket. I think it was Cricket. It was Cricket Wireless or something lower than that. But I remember I was in college and I had my first phone, and I had to buy a phone. Like my parents were like, man, I'm not buying you a plan, so I had to go get prepaid minutes off of it.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't remember.
You remember? Was it singular?
It wasn't singular. It was plural. That's a joke. Hey, Jeff's like, I don't even understand what you just
No, I'm trying to think who you're talking about. Like, I know you had to buy like track phone.
Track phone, that's it. It's a track phone, dude. Yes,
Play
I had
Snake
a track
on it.
phone. Yes, dude. I thought
We like to call them burner phones.
Yeah, they're definitely burner phones. They're definitely burner phones, dude.
Okay, it's not free to talk and text till like after 9.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, trap phones, dude. Let's see. Hey, LJ Hobby Life said, I put the FMS Scorpion power system in it. So cool. And then BD said, what plane LJ flying? They're talking about the T-45 Goosehawk 90mm. And hopefully that Draco will show up Saturday. So, but yeah, guys, the Draco drops tomorrow. Be on the lookout for the video. M-Shack said 3D printed thrust spectrum going on the 8S.
Oh, nice.
90mm F-22 tonight. Going to be a fun weekend. But look, guys, we're getting to a point where we need to shut it down, dude. It's getting late. And look, I mean, I'm getting tired. I'm gonna go and study. Jeff's gonna go on.
Look at BD.
That's
BD's
right,
bragging
BD.
about tech age. How BD's young? Y'all about the same age.
Wait, what did he say? Hamilton saying
I remember those two on those Nokia phones. That's funny, man.
When you could swap out you could swap out the faceplates?
Yep. Oh yeah, that's funny, dude. Yeah. Yep.
Hey, do y'all remember like the monotones, the mono ringers, and then when polyphonic ringtones came out, it was like, oh man, and they were like snippets of songs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you remember when Nextel did that? They went when they had the i530, the blue and the black and yellow phone.
Yep.
And the i960 was like the first flip phone where you push the button and it'd flip open. The i930.
He said yes, those faceplates were the thing.
My uncle recently got one of those flip phones that is the the touchscreen one, that folds in half. It's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely ridiculous, dude.
Dude, I saw that at the store before I got the Samsung whatever that thing is, the S21 Plus.
Yeah. Something high tech, right? These phones nowadays, they're just
it's crazy.
They all cost an arm and a leg.
On there, it's like the government's all up in there. All up in there.
What were you just talking about? You're gonna go to YouTube later, man. I swear, I was talking about that earlier, but not on the phone.
I'm telling you,
they're always listening.
I'm telling you, dude.
Do you know Nextel made it come back? They're back.
Yeah, they never went away, dude. They just went to a different sector.
Well, they went to the government. The government wanted that banned.
Yeah, I remember when
that frequency.
I remember having one. You're like, bleep, bleep, where you at? People be on there cussing and stuff like that, and you're like, oh,
in the middle of class, people alerting you.
Yeah. But look, guys, I think we're going to shut it down. Really appreciate having you on here, Che, at Hamilton.
Yeah, thanks a lot for having me. Appreciate it.
Guys, don't forget to go in there and check his page out, like and subscribe his channel, look at his videos. He's blowing up, he's doing really good.
Thanks, guys.
And he's putting out good quality product there. And if you want a real legit review, man, that's the dude. I mean, he's doing it. And he's got his wife back there supporting him. So that's a beautiful thing when you got your spouse back there supporting you in the hobby that you love, man, because a lot of us guys don't have that. So it's a cool
I got mine. My spouse supports me.
I definitely don't rub it in or anything like that. You know what I mean, to anybody. You know, I know a lot of guys wish that they had a spouse out there and stuff like that. You know, I guess I just got lucky on that end. You know,
You did,
and then did get lucky that she actually enjoys, you know, watching the planes too. You know what I mean? So
yeah. But
there's nobody sitting there.
Dude, he's so cold. He's so
No,
cold.
I said my girlfriend said, "Hey,
dude, that's terrible, man." But look, man. Che, here's a question for you. When are you going to put her on the sticks, dude? Does she want to?
She's thought about it, you know what I mean? But like, I don't even use a simulator. So I need to get a simulator, and then she'd probably be more comfortable. But like, not that I'm saying I'm too good for a simulator. I just haven't spent the money on one.
I'm the same way. I haven't bought one. I need to.
You know, it's just maybe if I get a simulator for sure, you know, definitely I can. Like I told her, I was like, I got a couple jets that you can definitely, you know, fly, and you know, I got a DX6, or if anything, I can buy a little, you know, you know, buy and fly Cub.
Don't let her fly your good stuff, though. Don't let her fly your good stuff.
We don't want her messing up all the good stuff. That's right.
But no,
Buddy box with her.
Say what?
I know, right? Yeah.
That's true. You could.
Yeah.
But no, man, that's a beautiful thing, and like I said, everybody seems to like that. So,
yeah, for sure.
It's been great having you on the channel.
Thanks a lot,
great conversation. You're a good dude. Me and Jeff both agree. Like, you know, you're a very nice guy. And so you guys out there that are watching this, you know, you're getting the real deal right there. There's no filter right there. That's him. But thank you again for watching. Don't forget to check out his channel. If you get a chance, don't forget to check out Jeff's Customs RC. He even puts on a good show too. Have you ever watched his channel? He's got a great channel.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Read Dale's post.
Whose?
He just got a killer deal.
Good night. Sorry I was late, but I traded my DJI drone for an Aerolite 103 Ultralight with the 503 Rotax 50 horsepower. And I know what that is, and I've thought about buying one of those ultralight airplanes, dude. And that 503 Rotax 50 horsepower is like probably one of the best, most reliable Rotax engines they make. That's crazy. I thought about doing that, but that's a crazy deal there, Dale. That's good stuff. But yeah, man, we're going to shut this bad boy down.
Have a good night, everybody.
Yep, you guys have a good night.
Good to see you guys.
Thanks for popping in. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We always have a good time when us three get in there. And LJ,
it was fun.
LJ Hobby Life, I know you're listening, dude. Once you get some time, man, we'd love to have you on the channel, and a couple of other people. You know, Jeff's RC Customs. Love to have him on there. You know, maybe get Mr. Bobby K on there, or Pilot Ryan, or some of you guys that are in the channel. We'd love to have you pop in here too, DD Tennessee, and just kind of chill out with us. You know, nobody's exempt. Everybody brings something to the table. So, with that said, you guys have a wonderful Thursday. Stay safe. Get in the air. Try to fly as much as you can. Don't be scared of the wind. Jeff, you got anything?
Man, I ain't flying in no wind. No. But hey, seriously, let's fly tomorrow, Bob. No, you can't. You got to do that thing you said.
Yeah, well, I'll be off. I'm getting off early, so I'll let you know. But Che, you got anything?
Don't fly that Draco without me there. Because you know you got to have somebody video, and then you can't be using the hat cam to do a maiden with that big old plane.
Hey, you're hating on that hat cam, dude.
That's fun.
He's feeling replaced, dude. Don't let that hat cam replace you, dude.
That's funny.
There's no replace for you, Jeff.
Hey.
There's always room for you, dude. Always.
Oh man, I got nothing, man.
Hope guys, just have fun.
Yeah, dude.
Keep your landing gear on the ground, man.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you have a wonderful night. And again, thanks for watching the episode of Plane Talk. We'll catch up with you next Thursday, same place.
See you guys.
Have a good night.